good, Audiotree lovers? It's me, Psalm 1, global hip-hop treasure and Michelin-starred yapper, back with another fire session, and today is Friday, March 14th, 2025. And for those subscribed to the channel, we love y'all, but if you're new to the channel, we need you, so go on and press that little subscribe button, and then follow Audiotree on platforms like Spotify, so we can all be one big happy family. And today, we are bringing silky Norwegian grooves with Orions Belte, a trio that's equal parts psych-rock, jazz, and laid-back grooves. Their tight, cinematic approach to music lends itself to boundary pushing in a way that's very special indeed. At times, their music feels both nostalgic and futuristic, and we are stoked to have them here today, so let's get into it. Ladies, and gentlemen, please welcome Orions Belte. everybody. I consider myself an extremely smart person, but there's something that confuses me a lot over here at Audiotree. 88% of our viewership is not subscribed to the channel, and that's like crazy to me. So I need a favor from you. If you watch the videos and you love the videos and you're not subscribed, please, it's a free and simple way to support the channel. Just hit that subscribe button. And when you do that, we promise you that we will continue to build this channel out, bring you the best bands, listen to your feedback, honestly, bring the bands that you want to see more here at Audiotree. So make sure you sub up and we can continue to make this the best music channel on YouTube. Yes, we're here with Chris Oyvind, sorry for jacking up the pronunciation. That was all right. And Kim, better known as Orions Belte. I can't help but notice your crispy sneakers. Are y'all picking these up stateside? How are you keeping these things clean?
I try to bring as little as possible when you go over, and then pick stuff up along the way.
Okay. What other than sneakers, what other things do you like picking up along the way and possibly taking home?
We're thrifting.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's what we do.
Is the thrifting okay? Do you have a lot of thrift shops back in Norway, or is it mostly like here?
It's so much more here, I guess.
Yeah.
It's easier to do like great finds if you dig a little bit. So yeah, it's a lot better.
Understood. So on a day off on tour, that's where you're going, to the thrift store?
Oh yeah. Or before sound check, kind of basically anytime we find this pair of jeans, our sound engineer found for $1.
Nice.
So pretty happy about that.
Yeah, you're looking spiffy. So the first time I ever traveled to Europe as a musician, I went to Oslo and Bergen, and I had an incredible time every time. We were speaking beforehand about, like, I forgot the name of the venue, but it's like a cave.
Oh yeah, it's a great venue.
And I remember thinking Norwegian audiences were so amazing. And what do you think makes Norway a great destination for American bands and even like indie rappers like myself?
I think Norway is really beautiful. It got so much nature, so much of like, if you like to be outside, it's really beautiful. But we also have like a great concert scene and you know, festival season. In summertime is probably the best time to travel in Norway. At least it makes the possibility to get where you're going much easier. In wintertime, it can be like really tricky sometimes. So festival season in Norway is really beautiful, and the audience is always really good. So that's cool.
Yeah, the nature and the landscape just looks like magical, almost like a postcard a lot of times. So when you host friends at home, when you're not working, what kind of activities do you do? Where do you like to go?
I really like to have people at my house. I think that's like the most kind of rewarding thing to do, or my favorite thing to do, is just to bring friends and families, tons of kids, everything, just put a lot of food on like a big table. Probably would be some kind of Middle Eastern kind of shared plates thingy, and that's my absolute favorite thing to do.
Nice. So I'll be coming over when you all get off the road. You know, I'll come and hang out.
Let's go.
Yes.
I ask most international bands this: what is the strangest part of America, in your opinion?
There's a lot of strange things, but. I think we always talk about it in the car. It's for me, the biggest difference is we tend to look at United States as a country and kind of compare it to Norway in a way, which is really unfair in so many ways, because I guess the population of Norway is probably the same as Oregon or something. So if you look at like systems or politics or whatever, it's really easy for us to kind of like point out what's wrong. And when you go here and you go to all the different states, that's what's always like mind-boggling to me in a way. But this store has been a lot of strange things, everything from a ranch with like pigs, star watching in Joshua Tree, and car break-ins, and saunas in Utah. I don't know. Yeah, it's so much stuff.
We've had everything. Everything happen.
Yeah.
Touring can definitely be a challenge, especially coming from as far away as you all. have. How do you create the engaging live experience that you do with a few language, cultural barriers, or are you just like relying on the magic of the music that you're making?
Yeah, some days could be like harder than others to like, if you don't have like your, you don't feel you have your talk going. But I don't know, we really try to like focus on playing the songs as good as we can. It's all about like the simplicity of the melody in a way. In terms of like, we do jam some during our shows, but it's really want to like get the songs across as pure as possible. So I think that's our way of like engaging the audience.
Sure. As far as like the cities you visited, are any ones that are like particularly great for you all, and any cities that you really like coming to?
Oh, I like all cities in each way. I guess it was like a big positive surprise for us coming to Minneapolis for the first time a couple of days ago. That was really, really nice. Also so much like history and culture right around. You know, you got the place where Prince recorded all this stuff, and then you have like the Timberwolves playing across the street. So it's just like there's so much stuff going on if you like American culture. So that was really special, and the audience was amazing. So I guess Minneapolis would be like one of the favorite stops on this tour.
Yeah, shout out Minneapolis, shout out Prince and the Timberwolves, for sure. You're a heavily instrumental band, but you all sing a lot across the catalog. How are you picking who sings? What is this like a group effort as far as writing and performing lyrics, or how does that come about for the most part?
The singing, we try to treat the singing as part of the instrumental thing. So most of the times it would be like a small hook, or like a small verse that repeats a couple of times, or so in that sense it's not many songs of ours that has like a kind of standard song structure with like verses and choruses. And so, but it's kind of random though how it's chosen. It's just about when we kind of finish the song. I guess we always kind of start out instrumental, and then we figure out like, oh, this could be like a really cool hook. Maybe we should sing it. Sometimes it ends up being like a small keyboard line or a guitar, but sometimes it's a song. So it's kind of just what fits the song, I guess.
So it's just the music first, always.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Well, let's get back into the music.
Oh yeah.
Yes, yes. We just heard Milk Champagne, a sweet little ditty by none other than Orions Belte. And I have to point out, Kim, you're crushing it with the shaker on the drumstick. That's a pro move right there. Um, so that last track was unreleased, yeah? Okay, I love secret songs. I love that. What can you tell us about the music you have on hold and maybe the upcoming album? Any tidbits about that?
We have a new album coming out September 12th. So we have a couple of singles released already. Just really excited about the whole thing. It's I think it's as you always do, kind of think it's one of the best things you've made. So just really happy about the whole thing, and we just kind of can't wait to bring it out there. September feels like a long time to wait, so we tried to sneak in a couple of new songs at the shows. So for everybody who wants to come to our live gigs, there will be some nuggets.
Come to the live gigs, everyone. I don't know when you're watching this, but come to the live gigs. So as far as being in a band and having such synergy, I know that creatively you all clicked pretty fast, writing your first album in one weekend, correct?
Oh yeah, that's how we kind of met up. Me and Chris, we have been on a tour together, playing for a Norwegian artist, and then kind of just, endless hours in the car listening to music, and then kind of clicked. Chris and Kim, they've been playing for years prior to that, so we just met up in Bergen, and we were going to basically just kind of record the rehearsals just to see what it feels like, and yeah, in a strange way, I guess, like stars aligned, it happened to be really cool, so we just kind of made that our first album, I guess, with like minimal overdubs. So it was a really strange experience. I've never been part of such a thing before, so but it's cool. People still kind of like the album, so it's really fun. Yeah.
course. Are you all still producing projects just as fast, or has the approach changed in any way, or are you just kind of cranking it out?
Yeah, we're just writing stuff all the time. I guess all of us, we live in 3 different cities, so we have our own rooms, and we kind of send things back and forth, and just continuously making stuff. So yeah, we have a lot of projects that we want to do, and stuff that we're working on. So I guess it's just like a long, continuous process.
Nice. You've described your process as spontaneous and jam-oriented. Do you ever find that it's a struggle trying to balance the improvisation with the structured composition? Is there anyone in the band who's like, no, we gotta reel this in a little bit and make it a little less jam-oriented?
I guess the jam part in a way is often, at least when we're like in the studio, often that's more like noodling around for a while, just kind of trying to find, if it's not like a written part up front, then we just kind of sit there and try to do stuff, and then so that's part of like the jam. We don't really like go out into this crazy kind of like guitar solo works or whatever. We just kind of try to find like a groove or a thing, just trying to like grasp the whatever's up there and then kind of bring it down. So that's basically the process, and a lot of songs are written that way. Then we just kind of like sit in like a circle like this and just try to figure it out, and then we will almost always kind of arrange it out pretty tight afterwards. So that's basically kind of the process most times.
Your music seems to thrive in a live setting, but how does performing your songs in front of an audience shape or change them? I know you said earlier that you're trying to just kind of like present the music as it is in studio, but do you find yourself sometimes, depending on the audience, kind of going off into more improvisational territory?
Yeah, we do have like places in our set that we do that, and also a lot of like some of the songs are really like open endings. We don't really know where to land, and we just kind of keep it really free every night. So we try to play the songs that are arranged just like super proper, and don't lean back on any like frills or tricks, just to like play the song properly, and then the free parts are like really free. So it's a little bit of both.
That's interesting. So you kind of like carve out the time to play around, and then when to just keep it very direct. I like that a lot. So what's next for you all besides this incredible album in September? What are you all looking forward to this year other than that?
We're going to now we're as we record this, we're kind of finishing up our American tour, which has been really nice, and it's our longest tour so far, which has been super nice. And then in the summer there's a couple of festivals, and then when we release the album, next after that is playing a European tour, which will also be really nice. That's also kind of new territory for us, so it will be hopefully that will be really cool.
I'm sure it will. Let's get back into it.
Yeah.
I've been sitting on a rocket, watching the world below. My phone's been buzzing in my pocket, thinking of everyone I know. I'm floating up, crashing down. Life moves so fast, like we're flying through the past. No time to touch the ground until we find the end. I've been orbiting my own mind, lost between the dark and light. I feel the weight of all that I've missed. The cigarettes taste so alive. I'm floating out, so I keep sitting
Yes. A massive thank you to Orions Belte for joining us today. And as always, major love to our camera ops, engineers, dogs, editors, and artists here at Audiotree, spreading the gospel of live music. This otherworldly trio is on the road right now and will continue to bless stages globally. So grab tickets when you see them in your area. Also, do yourself a favor and get into their entire catalog because it's so good, and you can literally just put them on and let it ride. Trust me, you'll want to do that. And like I always say, babes, likes are good, but subscribing to Audiotree means you get these dope videos at the top of your feed as soon as they drop. Get cool merch at audiotree.shop. And if you want just the session audio, you can find it on streaming things like Apple Music. Finally, follow Audiotree on social media for more fun content. This is Psalm 1 signing off. And remember, y'all, stay dangerous and drive safe. Please. All right? We'll see you next time. Peace.